this Bitcoin drop a huge, massive trap for the bears, and we are going to bounce in the next coming days to new highs. We are going to focus today on the technical analysis legends, okay? We are going to focus on the signs of strength, signs of weakness, the strongest levels of resistance and support happening here locally. Of course, we are trading beneath the point of control of the entire range. We are getting this consolidation. Bulls need to see a sign of strength right now if we want to hope that we are going to go back above $70,000 in the coming days. As long as we are beneath this point of control with no sign of good breakout to the upside, which is going to be explained in the next coming minutes, we are looking quite bearish, and we could be looking for lower, even below $63,000 in the next coming days. I'm going to talk about the scenarios in this episode, legends. Remember, there is a bluffing trading competition, $300,000 prize pool. I'm in this competition. The Bitcoinsensus team is in this competition, guys. We have a lot of volume. We have a high chance in gaining the prize for everybody. Make sure to join, and down below you get a 15% cash back from your deposit, guys. Make sure to take advantage right away for that competition and the bonus. Let's go right away with the technical analysis, guys, because, hey, it ain't looking too great. We got a pretty decent drop. Taking a look at Elliott wave theory, we have several scenarios that is telling us, you know, this corrective move has not finished. However, I'm going to give the bulls hope, a little bit of hopium. Of course, we need to see the bulls actually provide that energy, that volume, that momentum to the upside and start breaking some local levels of resistance. Now, you might think to yourself, okay, what levels of resistance? What do we need to break? Well, it's as simple as looking at this range that we formed during the last 2 weeks since the 15th of July, not even 2 weeks. Okay, we have a high volume node, which is sitting at $67,400 range. A successful breakout above this point of control will tell me one thing, that the bulls have a chance to go to higher levels. However, we just printed a new daily level, okay, with the massive drop that we had yesterday. When we go to the daily chart and we analyze the daily close and open from yesterday, we have a daily level that hasn't been tapped, all right? So that daily level is slightly above the point of control of this range that we formed since the 15th of July. So could we see a successful breakout above this point of control? That will be a good sign without a doubt, okay? I do see the price attempting to go to higher levels. Of course, we do have the daily level very close to the value area high. So stay cautious with this level at $68,500 range, because we could see the price moving up to this zone and getting that pretty decent pullback. However, will we see support from that point of control of this entire range? Without a doubt, there is a chance that we could be forming a higher low at this point. And what we need to do is analyze the bullish CVD divergence. Are we going to form bullish CVD divergence here with this leg up and the corrective move? If we do get that push to the upside, what I want to see here is the CVD just slightly climbing to the upside and then start dropping very aggressively, forming lower lows and higher lows on the price action. That is what we need to see on the CVD, form those lower lows after the breakout, and then analyze if we are going to see some support at the point of control of the last couple of weeks, right? Sitting at 67.3, 67.4. Now, let me tell you one thing, that would be looking quite bullish. We got a rejection point here. We're looking for day trades and scalping setups, guys, all right? Could we break through? I'm leaning a little bit more bearish, okay? However, I'm a day trader. I'm looking for shorts. I'm looking for longs all day long. So we need to analyze the local scenario to realize the strongest levels of resistance and support and keep it simple. Have a trading plan. The daily level where we have this value area high, as you can see the volume finishing right over here. As you can see where we also got some resistance on the previous Monday, right? So that zone over here, proven level of resistance where we have a daily value area high, it's a reaction zone area, okay, where you could fake out and get a pretty decent pullback back down to the point of control of this range. Analyzing Fibonacci retracement from yesterday's highs to the lows, well, yeah, we do have the 618 Fibonacci 50% in that zone where we have the daily, we have the value area high, this is a rejection zone. If we do get a reaction here, meaning that we are consolidating for several minutes, right? Give or take 30 minutes, an hour, right? In this zone, we could get that pretty decent pullback. I will be looking for local double tops here, guys, to get that nice little pullback of, you know, who knows, maybe $600, $700, $800 back down to the point of control. That is a setup that we do have right over here. And obviously, if we break out here with some pretty decent volume and some pretty nice momentum, of course, I would believe that there is a chance in forming a higher low, okay? However, this zone is for shorting as well. We could be forming a lower high and breaking down. No bullish CVD divergence, no reaction at the point of control. Lower we go, we want to be in that short trade. Of course, that is if you have not shorted the 70,069.5K zone, okay, very much mentioned in the last few days. So that is an interesting zone that I do see available here, guys, on the chart. Now, if we do get that movement to the upside, yeah, this is resistance. We need to break above this point of control from the last, 2 weeks, right, since the 15th of July. If we do not manage to break up, we can possibly see a fake out from this zone and we could get that pullback. So I'm analyzing if this is going to be a successful breakout to even short earlier, right? Maybe we're not going to get this short because we're not going to break through the point of control of the entire range of the last couple of weeks. So that is another scenario that I am looking at. And if the price comes down and starts breaking down here to the downside, we do have a daily level at $65,350. I don't see much confluence. Just that daily level is not going to provide much support, in my opinion. Really not that interested because we do have a lot of liquidity sitting beneath $63,700. Okay, so I'm going to be very, very cautious with attempting any long positions. Now, we have got a beautiful bounce today at the 618 Fibonacci, right, golden pocket zone from the low here created on Thursday to those highs. You can see how that golden pocket providing that insane support, okay, as you can see during the last few hours, getting that beautiful bounce of almost $1,000. So I want to be very, very cautious, guys. If we do move down, would I consider a triple bottom descending channel here that could get a bounce, okay, and have an attempt in breaking that point of control? I'm going to say yes, guys. Local double bottoms, local double tops, they're always good to trade. So maybe the price is not going to manage to break down from today's lows and form a double bottom. Double bottom, double tops, swing failure patterns, they're always good here locally when we are getting a slight reaction, as you can see on the chart. I would be very, very cautious. I'm not that interested in long positions, guys, just realizing the possibility of a much larger pullback down to the $63,000 range, okay? So shorts, in my opinion, at the resistance points are in your advantage, and longs, okay, without a doubt, we could get an epic bounce and break through, guys, but we need to see a sign of strength. We get above the point of control, this level could maintain as support. If we do form those bullish CVD divergence and we see a sign of support at that point of control of this range, without a doubt, I would consider longing with very good risk management, stop loss, give or take a bit of room beneath that point of control. But overall, guys, with this drop, we do have the Elliott wave theory scenarios looking at the slightly higher time frame where we could be seeing a much larger pullback in the next coming days to sweep below $63,000, okay? So very, very cautious with longs, guys. After this runner that we had in July, we could be seeing a pretty large cool off, okay, in the next coming days. So longs, stay a little bit cautious. It does look like that the price is ready to start sweeping some lows. We got the CME futures gap down over here. That is obviously pure speculation. There is another CME futures gap, by the way, which is sitting we're just very, very close to this CME futures gap. We can see how the top of the gap is providing that support. The top of the gap is providing support, as you can see on the chart. So the lower part of the gap could also provide a little bit of support here, guys, to be honest. We might just fill the gap and get a bounce. If we take a look at Fibonacci from the pivot low to the pivot high, we're bouncing at the 618. We could bounce at the 78. Let's leave it that way, okay? We could bounce at the 78 Fibonacci when we do analyze the chart here, looking at the confluence levels. Let me just take a look at the previous day value levels. there could be a possibility, okay? We got the previous month equilibrium. We do have a daily level, and we have the CME futures gap to be filled, which could provide some pretty decent support with the daily, okay? I would be a little bit cautious. I want to see price action reacting to this level. Depending on that reaction at the daily, previous month equilibrium, filling the CME futures gap, then if we do see that proof of support, local double bottoms at this range is going to be acceptable. What we're going to see, we're going to have to see how the price reacts at that zone, guys. If we do get a small consolidation for 30 minutes, 1 hour, right, then we can consider that potential bounce. If we start dropping very aggressively, guys, then I'm not looking for longs. I would be looking for a sweep here below $63,000 potentially in the next coming days, or maybe by the end of the day if things still continue very aggressively. Later, I'm going to do a live stream, guys. We'll be looking for some live trades and local setups. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one.